Seth will brief us in a minute. After a late-night President Trump post on Truth Social warning the U.S. could blow up an entire natural gas field after Iran hit the Qatar side following an Israeli strike on Iran's part. And Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reports from Dubai.
Iran has also struck oil and gas fields here in the UAE as well as Kuwait. In Saudi Arabia, Iran fired ballistic missiles at Riyadh, while diplomats from neighboring Gulf countries as well as ministers from Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, Azerbaijan were meeting. The top diplomat here in the Emirates issuing a blistering statement, quote, "This terrorist attack, which targeted the country's infrastructure and oil facilities, represents a direct threat to the security and stability of the region and its people, as well as to the global energy security."
And oil prices are rising again. Brent crude is up 6%, $114 a barrel, while gas prices go up here again, another 4 cents this morning. Iran's also been hitting Israel again.
There were a number of cluster munitions fired toward this country. 7 separate barrages since midnight have triggered air raid sirens across Israel. In the West Bank, 3 Palestinian women were killed. They were in a salon at the time when part of an Iranian ballistic missile slammed into this area. Another person was killed in central Israel. We know a foreign worker.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. An American is missing in Spain, a University of Alabama student who went there on spring break, and there are reports.
Police are suspecting foul play in James Gracie's disappearance Tuesday in Spain. The 20-year-old's father is now in the country working with the authorities. A family spokesperson also confirming that police do have James's cell phone, which the family says was found when police happened to arrest the guy who actually stole it.
Fox's Chanley Painter. It is hot in California and Arizona. It'll top 100 again today in Phoenix. Yesterday's 102 was the earliest triple-digit temperature ever. The prior record was March 26, 1988. America's listening to Fox News.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hot foot it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
The Senate Homeland Security Committee meets again this morning and may vote to advance Senator Markwayne Mullin to the full Senate as the nominee to lead Homeland Security the day after an at times contentious hearing.
My experience with you has been consistent kindness.
Some Senate Democrats like John Fetterman showing more love to Markwayne Mullin Wednesday than the committee's chairman, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, who went after his fellow Republican for once saying he understood why Paul's neighbor attacked him in 2017.
Explain to the American public why they should trust a man with anger issues.
Mullin responding to Paul, saying that he seems to fight with his own party more than he works with them, adding,
I make mistakes just like anybody else, but mistakes, if you own them, you can learn from them and you can move ahead. And I'll make that commitment to you.
Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
The Homeland Security, the department remains mostly unfunded, so as some TSA agents don't show up while working without pay, there could be more long security lines at some airports today. Later this hour, the House Intelligence Committee will get its briefing on worldwide threats the day after the directors of the CIA, FBI, and National Intelligence addressed the Senate. There was drama behind closed doors at the House in the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking investigation.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says she made it clear she will follow the law regarding her subpoena during a briefing on the Epstein files, but Democrats left.
They screamed C-SPAN wasn't there, one of them, and then they stormed out of the meeting. So
House Oversight Committee ranking member Congressman Robert Garcia alleging the briefing was staged.
This has been completely set up in a way that's been irresponsible, and quite frankly, we believe a way for the Attorney General to get out of her answering questions under oath and to the public, which we will not accept.
Stressing he looks forward to asking questions when Bondi is under oath, so her remarks can be released to the public. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
The Bondi deposition is supposed to be next month. On Wall Street, stock futures are falling the day after a big sell-off sent the Dow to a new low for the year. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton celebrating after winning the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate. Chicago native beat out U.S. Reps Raja Krishnamurthy and Robin Kelly in a crowded field of candidates. Stratton vying to replace longtime Senator Dick Durbin, who was set to retire. Darren Bailey set up for a rematch with Governor Pritzker. Bailey won the Republican Illinois governor nomination in the primary. Former Illinois House member lost to Pritzker in the governor's race in 2022. Pritzker didn't face any primary opposition as he seeks a third term. Need for affordable housing in Champaign has been a concern as the city continues to grow. City officials said the area will need an additional 6,000 housing units over the next 10 years to meet rising demand in the area. But it's not just a lack of places to rent or buy. They say costs can be big roadblocks as well. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, this is the beginning of maybe the two best sports days in the year. This is March Madness by far. The Masters golf tournament for me might be right there.
And that's just a few weeks away.
Yeah, that's coming up. And just that piano song, Soleil.
Yeah.
Hello, friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So excited.
Jim Nance and golf on a Sunday afternoon, can't beat it.
No, he's one of the greats of all time, Jim Nance. I mean, one of the best guys, one of the best announcers. Just got it going on.
Yeah.
And the guy's what, 70? He's 65, 70. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of trimmed his schedule back a little bit because this was his time of the year as well. So he was back and forth. First it was football, that wound down, onto the tournament. Then at the same time, almost the Masters. And so I think they have another Ian Eagle, I believe, is the lead basketball guy for TV these days.
What a good for the Eagle family.
He's 66.
Yeah. He's got a kid in broadcasting that's pretty good too. So.
Well, I saw Chip Carey, who was here for the Cardinal Caravan. He and his son.
How's he doing?
He's got two boys doing play-by-play. So you have Harry Carey, Skip Carey, Chip Carey, and now he and his son were doing the Cardinals one day. Just those two.
Wow, that'd be fun.
And he's really good, so you can imagine.
I always liked him, and he was on last season for a Cubs game. I think it might have been one of these streaming services, maybe Apple TV, that carried a Friday game, and he was on. Don't remember the analyst, didn't really care, but Chip was pretty good. I enjoyed having him back on the broadcast.
No,
for a Cubs game.
nice guy too. I'm supposed to call him because for 2 years I've said I want you on my show.
That's right.
I can't remember tomorrow.
Well, there you go.
Write that down.
What day was
yesterday? Reminded.
Yeah, what day was yesterday? I don't know. I have no idea.
Hey, your socks don't match.
They say that
you just made me look, okay?
Right. Jim Nance is targeting 100th Masters in 2036 as a retirement date.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That'd be fantastic.
10 more years of that, and he's 66, so that's doable.
You know who his college roommate was? Does anybody know that?
No. Not a clue.
Fred Couples.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. You know who Al Gore's college roommate was?
I don't want to go there.
Al Gore's college roommate was Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
The fugitive.
Famous. I'm innocent. I don't care.
Right.
Classic. All right, let's jump to the weather. Good morning. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Hello.
It is March 19, the beginning of 16 unbelievably wonderful basketball games.
Absolutely.
And there are people that are going, so much.
I know.
Or not feeling well today.
Right.
No, listen, this is, don't even try to be productive because everybody has pools. They all bust by the weekend.
And everybody's working from home the next 2 weeks.
That's right. It's our meteorologist, Greg Solier, brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Enjoy spring break as you head to the Indoor Aquatic Center this afternoon from 1:30 to 5. And you won't be as chilly when you leave the Aquatic Center with a diving well, slide, zero-depth pool, and more. UrbanaParks.org.
Here we go, meteorologist Greg Solier with our look at weather, sir.
Yeah, and I tell you, inching close to kind of a summery feel around here as we move on through the weekend. Certainly not the time to get the pools open, but who knows? Yeah, man, 70s, upper 70s will certainly take it. And that's the story going forward here for the next several days. Nice surge of some of that western and southwestern states heat that will send readings, unfortunately, into the low to mid 90s into parts of the Nebraska Panhandle along the High Plains, central and south. That is a critical fire, an ongoing fire situation with virtually no rain in sight out there. clear going forward, and it could be the trip off to maybe a pretty early and active fire season over parts of including the plains and southwestern states. But back closer to home, some mid-level clouds beginning to continue to make their way out of eastern Illinois. It looks to the Twin Cities area with temperatures that are about 35 now at Willard and Savoy, 36 at Rantoul, maybe a sprinkle at the Indiana line and moving off to the east. Otherwise, partly to mostly sunny. Nice day's worth of weather, almost 20 above average at 66 on a light south-southeasterly wind. Will level off tonight down to 48. Springtime clocks in 9:46 tomorrow morning. The old equinox, you let it in with an unseasonably mild day's worth of weather at 74. 73 Saturday, 77 on Sunday, 77, Sunday. A few more clouds or maybe a couple of sprinkles coming along early and late. And a cold front that'll bring us back to the reality is only for about one day. That's Monday, partly sunny, much cooler at 48, but we climb back to the 50s Tuesday, Wednesday into the 60s. Next chance for anything organized in the rainfall department. Maybe a couple of showers Thursday next week with high temperatures just a little bit north of 70 degrees. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
So Illinois plays tonight, one of the late games, 8:25, 8:35.
Yeah, depending on how things are going.
Yeah, right.
And, of course, in Greenville, South Carolina, taking on number 14 Penn.
Greenville, South Carolina or North Carolina?
I have South Carolina down. I feel like I wrote it down from something else.
Well, if you look up Greenville, it comes up North Carolina.
It does?
I thought it was South Carolina.
Okay.
Maybe there are two Greenvilles. I have no idea. Anyway, the Illini are in the Carolinas.
Yes, they are.
Carolina on my mind, James Taylor.
Greenville City in South Carolina has come up in my search.
Okay, great. Good luck to you.
Yes.
We gave, Fran McCaffrey used to coach at Iowa, coaches Penn. John Decker will be coming up this hour. He's a graduate of Penn. So he has the Quakers. I have the Illini. And, we're supposed to win. Let's just be very honest. Yes, doctor, I know. It's too much stress. I just can't get him out of my head. So we're supposed to win. We're prohibitive favorites, 24.5 points. So this is a game we should win.
Yes.
I mean, will I be able to sit for this one? I don't know.
Hosted by Furman University.
But as Brad Underwood said, you can't. Every one of these kids have cut down nets. In other words, they're winners.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going in thinking they're going to beat us. Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah.
And we're going in thinking we're going to beat them.
That's
good for
right.
us. So then we just take this as the last game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to beat Penn and then hopefully advance and then deal with what tomorrow brings.
That's right.
We'll play Saturday if we win. We fly home if we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we rock and roll in the NCAA. So I picked my brackets.
Yes.
Who'd your winner be?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. And
you forgot.
I need to print it up.
You've been studying this all week, and you forgot. Now, you did it in the last 5 minutes, so I get it. I just filled one out online.
I'm figuring it out with our Stevie J Broadcasting at steviejay.com on how to print mine up.
I see.
See, I have that dilemma.
I got you.
Technology
okay.
thing.
All right. Well, anyway, I've my final four are Duke, Illinois, Arizona, and Iowa State. So there. I have 2 1s. I have a 3, and I have a 2. Last year, all 4 favorites made it, which has not happened since 2008.
I want to say I might have had Florida going on, going deep.
I got Florida losing to Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Very good team.
Yeah.
But, Florida's good, too. I mean, they're all good. Everybody's good.
Yeah, that's right.
So I have the Illini winning it because I can't genetically do it. I can't do it. I cannot pick not Illinois.
That might be the one that goes all the way, Stevie J.
Well, never know.
So we would like to thank Kramer Siding and Windows since 1955 with superior exteriors. U of I Golf Course. They have great charity golf outings there in the junior golf program. Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill, 723 South Neal Street next to Bacon and Van Buskirk. Legacy Solar with Walter Pierce available for that free energy assistant estimate. And it's 722-4822. And the Urbana Park District, a perfect choice during spring break. Bringing on our bracket challenge, which could get you season tickets to check out our Fighting Illini in action. So the game started at 11?
Yeah, I think 11,
like
11. I don't know. It's right. It's a funky 11 o'clock hour.
Okay.
And there's like 4 that start in that hour.
And when it comes to Big Ten teams. I know Nebraska and Troy, Wisconsin and High Point, Michigan State and North Dakota State, and then Michigan and Howard. Of course, our game we mentioned, around 8:25 against number 14 Penn. My son was asking what colors are Penn. He'll probably root for that. It's been the whole season like this. So frustrating to have somebody in the other room rooting for the other team. What's wrong with my son?
Got to get to your mom and dad somehow. And your dad's probably fine. Your mom probably shouldn't care.
That's right.
So anyway, Keaton Wagler is an All-American. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Spring Sale.
What is that?
The ad right before you hit the audio.
You're refreshing your interior or exterior.
That was supposed to be Keaton Wagler.
Okay.
His
voice has changed.
And
he
it's
really
higher.
likes,
It's definitely not that high.
Really likes to paint. I
He
guess.
said he's honored. He's excited that he could play well. The guys, his teammates are unbelievable. Loves playing, and honored. Obviously, now his jersey's going up in the rafters.
Yes.
I think he'll become an All-American.
That's right.
And so he's had an incredible year. I think the best in the history of the University of Illinois for a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
I just shake my head. I mean, we had Kwan Garris was really, really good, but nobody in the history of Mackey Arena has anybody come in and scored 46. That's going to stand for a while. You just don't do that to Purdue, and he did. I think he scored 18 of our first 20 points in that game.
Right.
We were losing the game 73-70.
Uh-huh.
Purdue played really well. And then they didn't, or we just outplayed them, and then they kind of went in a spin, and now they're back. Purdue's back, by the way.
That's right.
And I expect them to make the Elite Eight.
Yep.
They're good.
Miami of Ohio did win over SMU yesterday, 89-79. So they take on number 6 Tennessee, and Prairie View A&M beat Lehigh 67-55. So they've got defending champion Florida that they'll be playing.
Miami of Ohio reminded me of the old Princeton team, pass, backdoor layup, except they pass, 3-pointer.
I see.
At halftime, they were on track to shoot 50.
Wow.
They made 3 of the first 11, then they went nuts. And I don't know what their final percentage was, but they truly have, it's like, I tell you what, it's like a team of Jake Davises. You know, they're not all super athletic, but it's pass. Oh no, Jake's open. If we had 5 Jake Davises, we'd pass, have Jake Davis open.
Totally.
So it felt like that.
Right there in the corner, hit Jake Davis.
You know, they were hitting him from all over. So Miami of Ohio, that wouldn't be a team I want. You don't want a team with a chip trying to prove something, because obviously if you win 31 games in a row, you're pretty good.
That's it.
So
Illinois Golf ended up getting 6th in Palma Valley. Missouri took down our softball team, and I believe Indiana State took down Illinois. They all start a free game series on Friday.
Well,
tomorrow.
Finally, the weather's turning to baseball.
Yes.
This cold stuff. Now we've got baseball weather.
That's right.
Weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, they're always looking for good members of the team. If you're interested in a career in healthcare, you can go to and visit carlhealth.org/careers.
We have a Stever. Stand by for that. Next, ESPN 93.5.
Logan, everyone, let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity, delightful spring, if not early summer-like environs expected to build for the next several days. Pretty snappy cool-off, but back to seasonal temperatures for early next week, and another warming trend sets in thereafter. Heading towards a partly sunny morning, a sun-filled afternoon, a sprinkle off east of Champaign County. Afternoon temps top out at around 66 and a bit of a south-southeasterly wind. Mild tonight, down to 48. Tomorrow, springtime, clocks in 9:46 in the morning with an unseasonably mild to warm day with partly to mostly sunny skies and a high up to 74. Cloudiness at 47 tomorrow night. Another partly cloudy, delightfully mild Saturday. Highs up to 73 there. 77 on Sunday. More clouds at times, maybe a couple of sprinkles coming along. We'll turn the winds into the north. Sunday night into Monday. A cool off to more seasonal highs Monday of about 48 degrees, but then ramping back up into the 50s on Tuesday. 60s on Wednesday. Lower 70s and a chance for a couple of showers next Thursday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Since we opened our doors in 1868, Busey has fostered deep customer relationships and vibrant communities, embodying a legacy of partnership and progress. With multiple lines of business, we provide a range of financial solutions tailored to your needs. From digital banking to planning for retirement, Busey is here to help you achieve your financial goals. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth, since 1868. Member FDIC.
Well, when Edgar decided it was time to sell his home, he turned to Tanya with the Nate Evans Group. In his 5-star review, Edgar said that Tanya stayed actively involved in every step of the process, making sure everything moved forward smoothly.
You want to make sure you have somebody with experience. And Nate Evans Group has a team of agents where everyone has been a part of more than 100 home sales in their career. He doesn't hire inexperienced agents, so you can trust Nate and his team. And call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans Group, 217-239-7113. Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty. If you're going on a fast timeline, you need that immediate cash offer on your home, there's flexible fees. Sell your home for the most money possible and get that process started today if you want, as you do an online search to Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at TIMO@GFTLOG.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know, because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
Jesse with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
All right, it is 7:23. I am Stevie J. There's Diane.
Good morning.
This is March 19. Here we go. I've got a Stever from a brand new one. This is Clean Right. I've known Damon for a long time. Good man, has built a really good business. They can clean the carpets. If your basement floods, they can act and get it done.
Smoke and fire damage restoration has come up as I went to cleanright.net if you want to find more information about what's happening.
So they've expanded. When they started, I believe it was cleaning floors.
Yes, that's right.
And they've just expanded out to being the emergency guys in the middle of the night. They can do that. Now, what we're doing today is vent cleaning. This is something, again, one of those deals you'd never think of and probably don't want to think of, because in the vents of the HVAC stuff, there are things that get started, and then 20 years later you're going, have we ever looked? No, don't go there.
Yeah,
but if you have asthma or allergies and they've been exacerbated over the years, this can't hurt you. So here's the deal. I'm going to pay for it with our Stever dollars. If you would like your vents cleaned in your home, it's going to be 2,000 square feet roughly will cover what I'm going to do for you.
Okay.
If your house is 6,000 square feet, it'll be more. If it's 4,000 square, it'll be more. If it's 1,500 square feet, we're all even here. Nothing. There's nothing. It's just I pay for it. You don't get any money back. It's just $2,000, 2,000 square feet. I'm going to kick in $1,000 for this. And this is, wow.
Yeah. Because the ducts really build up a lot of the the moisture, the dust, the insulation. There is a risk of mold in all that.
No,
too.
and you won't know. And it can be causing issues in your life that you can't explain. You've been to the doctors. They don't, you try this, you try that. I'm telling you, why not clean your vents?
Yeah.
So I'm only doing one here, 217-359-2255. I'll make it a little challenging. Just text in clean spelled their way.
Okay.
If you can't do it, you're out.
Clean their way. This is Clean Right and cleanright.net. Of course, you have to spell it right, too.
If you don't spell it right, I'm sorry. Clean it yourself.
But this build-up is a bad thing. They have this video and a before and after.
I don't want to see it. They can send things in there. They'll show you if you'd like after. Don't do it before because you'll run from your house.
So the respiratory issues, the skin allergies, hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I know.
Triggering asthma, harmful effects on your health.
So if you would like your vents clean, I got you. 217-359-2255. Text in clean spelled properly.
They have this giant vacuum
clean spelled
cleaner.
Their way.
Yes.
Not properly. CLEAN is properly.
And their crew has the booties on, and they really keep everything tidy in your home as they're doing the duct cleaning.
It's going to take about a day now. It takes all day to do this.
They'll do a pre-inspection first to make sure they know what's going on in your house, and the entire HVAC system pre-inspected to determine how dirty it is.
All right, so that's your new one from Clean Right, and it's Damon Hackelford, isn't it?
Hackelman.
And he's been doing this. This is 20 to 30 years.
Right.
I remember when he started the thing. I think it was in the 90s. He's a good guy, good family.
But when it comes to this ductwork, this agitation has these whips and air rods inserted in the ducts that will create a strategic location in the duct system that whips and beats the inside of the duct system to really loosen on caked dirt and surfaces inside the duct. Wow. Imagine getting all that cleaned out so efficiently.
Just think about cleaning out your vacuum cleaner. It's like that.
Yeah.
Eesh.
Yeah.
At least it's your stuff.
And actually, they do free, no obligation estimates. If you're thinking, I don't have time to text in clean the way they spell it.
Well, have them come out and give you an estimate.
Absolutely.
But again, what Diane was saying about the allergies and stuff. Yeah. All right. Fisher National Bank text line is available to you. Spell clean their way.
Yes.
All right. 217-359-2255 for a 2,000 square foot home duct cleaning, $1,000.
It's funny to see the different versions of clean.
Oh, how many ways can you spell it?
I mean, there's a lot.
Okay, friends. I love you. Just Google it.
Exactly.
Just put in Clean Right. It'll come up.
Right.
This is an open book test.
So, in any case, we appreciate Clean Right being our new Stever.
Ladies and gentlemen, a graduate of Penn. That's who we play tonight.
The Dutch Masters? The Quakers.
Quakers.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll talk to John Decker, who graduated from Pennsylvania. Is it the University of Pennsylvania?
I don't know.
Or Pennsylvania University.
And I feel like it's kind of hoity-toity.
It is definitely hoity-toity. We'll talk to hoity-toity ace journalist John Decker next.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Attention outdoor enthusiasts, get ready for the 36th Annual Illinois Deer Classic and Illinois Fishing Expo. Join us March 20th through the 22nd at the Peoria Civic Center for the ultimate hunting and fishing experience. Explore hundreds of vendors selling top brands in the outdoor industry country. Gear up for the Big Buck Contest and meet fellow hunters and anglers who share your passion. Bring out the family, find deals on gear, get tips from experts, and let the kids cast a line at the Free Kids Fishing Pond. Join us at the Peoria Civic Center for the Illinois Deer Classic, March 20th through the 22nd. See you there.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now at Lands, it's a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system. We are offering special financing or up to $1,500 off any qualifying Trane system. At Lands, we know what it takes to deliver exceptional comfort, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are thinking of a new comfort system, now is the time to buy. And remember, it's hard to stop a Trane. I'm Troy Lands. You can count on my company because you can count on me.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. President Trump is calling for an end to strikes on oil sites after Israel and Iran traded attacks and sent oil prices soaring. Trump posting on Truth Social.
No more attacks will be made by Israel pertaining to this extremely important and valuable South Pars field unless Iran unwisely decides to attack a very innocent, in this case, Qatar.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson, a University of Alabama student, vanished while on a spring break trip to Spain.
Police are suspecting foul play in James Gracie's disappearance Tuesday in Spain. The 20-year-old's father is now in the country working with the authorities. A family spokesperson also confirming that police do have James's cell phone, which the family says was found when police happened to arrest the guy who actually stole it.
Fox's Chanley Painter, America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Voters in the Vol Chatham School District passing a $110 million referendum Tuesday. It'll be used for school improvements. The money will be for improvements to infrastructure and safety updates. Superintendent Becca Lemon says some of the buildings have gotten so bad they've had to struggle to keep classrooms warmer than 50 degrees. Illinois State Museum inviting residents from across the state to share their family stories as part of a statewide effort to commemorate the nation's upcoming 250th anniversary. The museum is asking Illinoisans to share stories that have been told and retold within their families over time. All stories are welcome. Darren Bailey set for a rematch with the governor. Bailey won the Republican Illinois governor nomination in Tuesday's primary. The former Illinois House member lost to the governor in the governor's race of 2022. Pritzker didn't face any primary opposition as he seeks a third term. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity, delightful spring, if not early summer-like environs expected to build for the next several days. Pretty snappy cool-off, but back to seasonal temperatures for early next week, and another warming trend sets in thereafter. Heading towards a partly sunny morning, a sun-filled afternoon, a sprinkle off east of Champaign County. Afternoon temps top out at around 66 and a bit of a south-southeasterly wind. Mild tonight, down to 48. Tomorrow, springtime clocks in 9:46 in the morning with an unseasonably mild to warm day with partly to mostly sunny skies and a high up to 74. Cloudiness at 47 tomorrow night. Another partly cloudy, delightfully mild Saturday. Highs up to 73 there. 77 on Sunday. More clouds at times, maybe a couple of sprinkles coming along. We'll turn the winds into the north. Sunday night into Monday. A cool off to more seasonal highs Monday of about 48 degrees, but then ramping back up into the 50s on Tuesday. 60s on Wednesday. Lower 70s and a chance for a couple of showers next Thursday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Yeah, this is just, I don't know what to do. It just is, when you're talking what we did, like -3 the other day, wind chill.
Yeah.
And now 80 by Monday.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. It's just that it's a lot back and forth.
No, I'll take it. Take it.
For sure.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
We'll appreciate it more. What's today?
Right. May 18th. May 19th.
I know the day.
I mean, March 8th. Today's Thursday.
I see.
I'm sorry, it's March Madness,
but
baby.
it is Thursday.
Yes.
John Decker. I want to talk to John Decker. He is the one we know. I want to talk to John Decker. He's at the White House in press room.
John Decker. I want to talk to John.
Yes, children in combines even singing the theme now, writing it down as their favorite song, and the teacher marks it out.
Marked it off.
You can't do that to our children.
What song is that?
You do not know all the songs in the world, sir or madam. Ladies and gentlemen, John Decker. He is this morning number one on the journalist list in the world. So he's frequently in front of the president of the United States.
But he did go to Penn.
We love Penn. You are, and Diane had the audacity to ask me if it was hoity-toity, and I said yes. So it's a little hoity-toity, but you know what? You're kind of a big leaguer. You're an Ivy League guy.
There you go.
What the heck? Yeah. So
yeah.
I applied to be janitor at your college, and I got turned down. Other than that, it's great. So how are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, looking forward to that big matchup today, the Illini against the Penn Quakers in Greenville, South Carolina, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. I can't wait. I'll be watching it, and I know what the point spread is already, Stevie. So, we'll see. The point spreads, sometimes you bust those brackets, and we'll see if this is one of those opportunities. Penn won the Ivy League title. They won in overtime over Yale. And they look good. I watched that game. It was pretty impressive. But I know how good the Illini is. And they play in the Big Ten, and they are a powerhouse. And I make no illusions. I give the Illini the clear advantage for tonight's game.
Yeah, but I can't watch the game sitting down, and you can. Okay, so you obviously got less issues than I do. I just can't do it. You're going to sit on your couch or recliner or whatever, and you're going to enjoy the ball game. Yeah. I'm going to be walking around cleaning the kitchen for the 7th time. I just can't do it. It's just really, and it's stressful because we're very well invested. Illinois is 24-8, 6 of those losses on buzzer beaters and 4 overtimes. We could be 30-31-2 or whatever, and it's really been a heartbreak on some of this because we can be very, very good, but we're like that NBA look. There's nobody really in the middle. We shoot threes, and if it's a good night, it's a good night. If it's not a good, but we get a lot of offensive rebounds, and we're the tallest team in America. We're very large. Very tall.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. It's a big team. But I did have something here during the news. I just figured something out. This year's winner, I'm calling it. This is recording. This year's winner is going to be a team like, if you say Commodores or the Quakers like Penn is, it has to have no S on their team name.
Okay.
So Illinois Fighting Illini.
Yes.
So Syracuse is a threat. Orangemen, they're not in it. I think we've got this. You can't have an S on their back. Okay, yes. Yeah, we're talking. I might be able to sit down for the game.
Interesting.
I'm just calling it because it's a theory, and I want us to win it all. So that's kind of
wow. Okay. Well, I like the theory. We'll see. I literally over the course of the next few hours before the first tip-off have to finish my bracket. I haven't done that yet, so I can't tell you who my Final Four is. I have to go through it. But look, I've seen some good teams play this year. I was at the Duke-Michigan game here in Washington, D.C. I know that Duke is without some of... They're not at full strength.
Two guys.
They're not at full strength. Yeah, 2 guys. Michigan, as you know, because you see Michigan in the Big Ten, they're such a good team. Michigan State on any given night, can beat anybody. But, Wisconsin, I mean, boy, the Big Ten is stacked, and they've got a lot of teams in the tournament.
No, they do, and it's very, very good. The Michigan lost a kid named Cason, C-A-S-O-N. I think
I'm aware. Yeah.
That he's really good, and that hurt them.
Yes.
He was like the 6th man, and that's hurt him.
Yeah.
Michigan State, I don't know. You never know where Jeremy Fear's foot's going to end up. I just can't take that.
Yes.
I just cannot take that. You got a history of really, really dirty play.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No,
Tom Izzo was trying to help the kid and all that stuff. He'd be zero chance without Jeremy Fears. But you cannot kick a man where you shouldn't kick a man, okay?
Well, this is an opportunity for teams to shine and players to shine, right? It's like all eyeballs are on these games.
But it's interesting when there's 42 cameras at every angle that you would do something like that.
I know it.
That's
Isn't that crazy?
And then you smile like you didn't do anything, and I got 5 views of it. Okay?
Yeah,
it's nuts.
That's right.
It's nuts. Anyway, it is the 2 best sporting days of the year for me. Today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just so fun.
That's just the first and second round,
But it's 16 games, 11-11. I love that. It's wall to wall. And then there's going to be a kid from, maybe Shawnee, Kansas, like our guy Keaton Wagler, who's going to make a shot of a lifetime.
Yes.
And they're going to beat him at the buzzer.
All-American second-team freshman of the year. So we're happy about Keaton Wagler.
He's
number 23.
He came in unheralded. He had one big shot offer with Minnesota. That's that's it. He's in Shawnee, and Kansas didn't notice him. He didn't play the national circuit, and he comes in, and our veteran point guard, Kylan Boswell, said, this kid's good.
That's
and
right.
everyone said,
Yeah.
isn't he nice, encouraging a freshman? Nice of you.
At the beginning of the season.
And then he came out and put 46 at Purdue, which has never happened.
It
like
was
that.
awesome.
Anyway, it's John Decker. It's not only a tremendous journalist, but also a man of sport.
And
he
John,
knows
you can get in on our bracket at
There you go.
StevieJay.com, but
He'd
you got to do
dominate.
it pretty quick.
And you'd get season football tickets to Illinois, meaning I'd see every week. It's so cool. That's exactly
that's something.
You and Caroline
That's
come
good.
here.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. It's John Decker. Now to the serious business of news and what's happening. Pentagon's about to talk to us, right?
Yeah, I got a press conference, absolutely, to give us the latest in terms of this conflict with Iran. I had some opportunities this week to ask the president a number of questions. I think 4 on one day, 3 on another, about the current state of the war, the Strait of Hormuz, whether the president's been successful in getting some of America's allies to help in terms of making the Strait of Hormuz safe for cargo ships and oil tankers. So far, not one country has signed on to this mission. The president may have some luck today, though, Steve. He's meeting with the Japanese prime minister. And if there's any country that says, you know what, we're going to help out, it may be Japan. So we'll see what comes out of this meeting today.
It just feels like, except for John Fetterman, there's a contingent of people, pretty powerful people, that feel like they're rooting against America. And I don't like that. I thought everything stopped at the water's edge, but it doesn't feel like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have John Fetterman on the Democratic side. You have Rand Paul on the Republican side. They're not on board this military activity. And in addition to that, we know that there's going to be an authorization that's asked for by Congress to fund this conflict. $11 billion was spent just in the first first week, I should say, of this conflict. So it's an expensive effort, and there will need to be a supplemental authorization to fund what the U.S. is carrying out against Iran.
Well, and you don't ever see it. I think you're tamping it down, but will this hate ever go away? I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt that. It's ingrained. It's taught. So that's problematic for Iran. And, if you want regime change, it really needs to happen organically. The U.S. can't just magically make that happen.
I agree.
We haven't seen, any effort in since this conflict began 3 weeks ago. And the president, in fact, Stevie, has said to those would-be protesters, stay home, stay inside. They risk their lives if they go outside because of the aerial strikes that are happening all over Iran, but particularly in its capital city of Tehran.
Well, there's a lot of people think this is an unbelievable thing that Donald Trump has done for the good of the world, and particularly Israel and the Middle East. But again, in the short term, we're going to pay a lot for gas. I mean, that's going to be
we are.
It's I paid $4 yesterday, and it was $2.80 before that. So it's just what that's going to be for now. But again, very difficult to hurry something like this. You got to get whatever your motive is, and where the people can come in the street, and you get 1 million people. I think that the fact that they just mowed down tens of thousands of protesters in the last 4 months, that's certainly making people wait. But we don't know who's going to shoot me or who's not going to shoot me. But you're right. I think they have to take this back and stabilize and hopefully have an election kind of thing. So.
Absolutely. Stevie, this is one of those things that only happens in Washington, D.C. I literally have a motorcade right behind me.
Are you really? Well, that's the Pentagon thing going on, probably.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I think that has to do with the Japanese prime minister, quite frankly. But we'll see.
All right. Well,
we'll see.
John Decker,
they pass by. They're all good.
Great Television's White House correspondent. White House Press Briefing Room with John Decker on iHeart, and available for all your podcasts. Get a 15-minute briefing every morning. It's outstanding.
It's awesome.
And
that's right.
Will the Save America Act ever get through? I would think not.
No, I don't think so. John Thune has said it won't. And he knows the count. He does the count. He knows how many votes it takes to move that legislation forward, and he just simply says we don't have the votes to do it. And it's frustrating. It's not about his lack of desire. It's just about math, and he doesn't have the numbers to move that bill forward right now.
Well, I would guarantee this, and please quote me, the filibuster will be when the Democrats take charge of the Senate, and maybe it's next time. The filibuster, it's gone. They're going to do it, so maybe the Republicans don't want that on the history books, but the Democrats are poised to do it. John, what do you think?
We'll see. I think that we'll see what the makeup of the Senate is. I don't know if you mentioned John Fetterman. I don't know if he'd go along with that, if indeed Democrats take control of the Senate. He's just one senator I can think of who may not go along with that, who's a Democrat. But we'll have to wait and see, what the outcome of the midterms is and whether Democrats actually can retake control of the Senate. The House, I think, is easier for them. The Senate's difficult, just in terms of what seats are up in this election cycle and what seats are safe, that type of thing. There are some pickup opportunities for Democrats as things stand right now. North Carolina is a pickup opportunity. Maine is a pickup opportunity. And some Democrats say Texas is a pickup opportunity, but it's too soon to say. We don't even know who the Republican nominee for the Senate is going to be just yet.
Okay. What do you think the Pentagon's going to say today regarding Iran?
Well, I think that they're going to repeat a lot of what the president has told me earlier this week, that most of the war objectives have been met, and things are going well. The Iranian Navy, the Iranian Air Force, Iranian air defenses have all been decimated over the course of the past 3 weeks. So I think you're going to hear more of that. But, if I was in that Pentagon briefing, I don't go to those briefings, but if I was in that Pentagon briefing, I'd certainly ask about, what we saw happen yesterday, which is Israel going after those energy targets inside Iran and whether the U.S. is on board that strategy and whether that will continue, because that led to a further increase in oil and gas prices just in the past 24 hours.
And in the past 24 hours, the president has suggested he's going to blow up this amazing oil and natural gas field and would set us back decades to try and get that back, that I think has enough in that area of Iran to take care of the world's energy for 13 years. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think that the president put out a social media post last night after the Israeli strike on that one oil installation in Iran. And the social media message the president sent out late last night was essentially knock it off. He realizes this is not a good thing because it's tit for tat. Iran then retaliates. They go after oil facilities in the UAE, in Saudi Arabia, in Oman. It's just not good for world energy supplies and world energy prices.
Wonder if this is all possible to get done without boots on the ground.
Yeah, the president says that's not off the table, but, the president yesterday attended a dignified transfer ceremony in Dover, Delaware. There are very somber events, and, I think the president, as commander-in-chief, realizes what's at stake. He doesn't want to put American service members at risk. And, although he says it's not off the table, it's also one of those things which I think is going to be a last option that the president may seek. But we'll have to wait and see. I think it really depends if the war aims, war goals are being met. And most of them have been met so far.
I really liked your question. What do your advisors tell you about the price of oil and gasoline? Advisors? I don't need advisors. Then he got going on Great Britain's not Winston Churchill.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, quite the stimulating
I
response.
love when that brings out these.
That's really.
I keep it going. Keep it
right,
going.
You have to.
Answers,
no, but to get 4 questions in one and 3 in another. Listen. Let me just say this. You're a well-rounded human that knows a lot about news, but you also know about other things. I don't think your other schmoes know nothing about anything else. I don't think you could have a conversation with your CBS, ABC, or NBC people and have they're guys that glaze over. They don't watch sports. Yeah. We don't watch sports.
One time, I think I told you this story, but it's worth repeating. He had the FIFA president in the Oval Office, and it was unannounced. So we walk into the Oval Office. I'm in the pool. I see the president of FIFA in there. They're going to talk about the World Cup. And then I look around, who else is in the pool, and I go, oh, my gosh, no one knows anything about sports in here except for me. And it was just my personal press conference. It was awesome, Stevie. Yeah, so keep those sporting events coming.
I think the CBS guy said, "Do you kick ball? Do you kick ball?"
Exactly.
Anyway,
exactly.
It's awesome, and you're the only lawyer on press row. If I can continue to repeat that,
I am. I'm going to be in the Supreme Court on April the 1st. April the 1st. Mark your calendar. It's on my calendar. It's when that birthright citizenship case is heard by the Supreme Court. It's one of those monumental cases, and I'll have a good seat in the Supreme Court for that. So I look forward to when that happens. I would not have been in there had it not been for the president canceling his trip to China, because I was going to go with the president to China.
That's right.
Now that's been postponed, so now I can be in the Supreme Court for that Supreme Court case in just a few weeks.
Jonathan Turley's a fan of John Decker's for sure. So,
and I'm a fan of his.
Yeah,
yes,
I know.
Absolutely.
He was one of your instructors. When he was a professor for you back in the day?
Yeah, he's a star, and he's a mentor, and it's so great that he just came into my life and has made a big difference in my life.
Well, that's awesome.
I consider him a great friend.
Well,
yeah,
I know he thinks a lot of you. Hey, where are you going to make your picks? At your desk in your office at home? Is that where?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, is that
you saw that new office at the White House, right? Look at that.
Yeah, I know. He's got a couple of sound rooms. iHeart and Gray have now their sound room because John Decker, and he also recently was reading next to the press room outside in his director's chair.
Yeah, with the TV tray.
No, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I told everybody I showed that picture, I said, this is John Decker. Everybody else in the world would be shot. And no, unbelievable. He's out there just unbelievable. So I'm just saying that's the desk that I'm thinking of. I saw the picture of that had the Air Force pillow on your back. Is that the one?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
just checking.
Yes,
you still got that?
Okay, just checking. I like it.
You still got that by chance, or?
Yeah, I still.
Okay,
yes. Stevie, I like what I like about you. So many things I like about you is your persistence, and I think that persistence is going to pay off one of these days. I do believe that. That is in the future.
Well,
so
listen, you sent me M&Ms that say Air Force One on the box, and the M&Ms are gone, and I didn't eat them. So you tell me what happened. You tell me what happened.
All right, I got to take care of you, Stevie. All right, and I will.
No, listen, we always appreciate.
We have Sam that had texted in about the Miami Open, and are you going to be checking that out then, or?
Well, unfortunately, it conflicts with March Madness. I'm going to be at 4 March Madness games in Philadelphia on Friday. I'll be also at the next games, the next round in Philadelphia. That will be on Sunday, and then the following week I'll be at the Sweet 16 and Elite Games right here in Washington, D.C. So no, I won't make it this year to the Miami Open. March Madness is great.
Just tell Donald Trump to keep trotting in sports people. You'll dominate. Yeah, that's what you'll do.
Exactly.
You're the only guy that
I
knows.
love it when he brings in the live golfers. I mean, he does it all the time. It's the USA men's hockey team. It's just all good. So I love all that stuff.
John Decker, great television's White House correspondent, national correspondent, star of his podcast, White House Press Briefing Room with John Decker. You can get that wherever you get your podcasts, and you'll be briefed every single morning. But you keep up your good work, sir. We need you and appreciate you very much.
Thanks a lot, Stevie. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure we'll trade some text messages, as this Penn versus the Illini takes place. But I'm looking forward to a good game tonight. Good luck, obviously, in the tournament.
You as well, and I hope you guys don't have a good game, frankly. So I like you a lot. But, it's been a minute since you graduated from Penn. So come on, man.
There you go.
Define the Illini. They don't have an S on the back of the thing. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Stevie.
Appreciate it.
Go Illini. Beat Penn.
No, we can't afford to lose that game tonight.
I know it.
Let's no, I can't even go there. Let's check your weather. Here's Gray.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Nice go of it here going forward over the next several days. A surge of spring, if not early summer-like warm. Bit of a cool down expected into early next week, and we'll ramp it up temperature style here to follow. In the meantime, maybe a sprinkle off east of Champaign County here for the next couple of hours. Partly to mostly sunny midday and afternoon. 66 at the high with a light southeast to south breeze. Overnight lows tonight down to 48. Tomorrow springtime clocks in at 9:46 in the morning Central Time, and in a season days will be mild, play hooky afternoon type of day, partly sunny and 74. 40s tomorrow night. Weekend forecast, partly cloudy, warm. We'll have to 73 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday. Can't rule out a couple of sprinkles coming along morning and afternoon as a cold front comes on by. We'll turn the winds into the north and northeast. After 77 on Sunday, we cool to just 48 on Monday, but then back to the 50s Tuesday, 60s Wednesday, low 70s. Next Thursday, a couple of showers at that point as well. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Spring is here, and so is that clutter. Ready to clear it out? Call Two Men and a Junk Truck. We make spring cleaning a breeze with fast, friendly junk removal you can count on. Old furniture? Gone. Boxes? Bye-bye. Yard clutter? See ya. We do all the heavy lifting, so you can kick back and enjoy a clean, open space for the season ahead. More room, less stress, and a home you'll love. Starting now. Book today at twomenandajuncktruck.com. Two Men and a Junk Truck. Junk removal made simple.
I just called Mackenzie. Okay. I don't know who that is, but I said, I think I dialed wrong. Because I'm trying to dial Nathaniel's son.
That's right.
In Chicago, my son. Who's Mackenzie? I don't know what I dialed, Nathaniel, but...
Did she answer the phone? Hey, this is Mackenzie?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Mackenzie, for listening in Chicago, whatever I did.
Well, the 217 number has to be local.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, Mackenzie.
All good.
Anyway, it's my son, Nathaniel, in Chicago, affectionately known as Nathaniel's son.
Yes.
Because he comes up with stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
It's called Did You Know? And it is always a treat to have Nathaniel's son.
Mm-hmm.
What are you teaching us today, Nathaniel's son?
Well, this morning we're going to stay a little bit more relevant with current events, and as I'm sure you all have talked about, and a lot of folks listening have heard, that TSA not getting paid due to budget disputes, and oh boy, what's happening at airports. And I'll give some fresh experience from yesterday with two airports at least, O'Hare and DFW, which I know Champaign flies to directly. And I can attest to that. Yesterday morning, I had an early flight. I got to the airport at about 5, and it was the longest security line I have ever seen at O'Hare. I think outside of the turnstiles, it was about 300 yards long.
Oh, my God.
However...
Wait a minute, that's a cruise ship.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, no, it was... You know how they have different security checkpoints in the terminal? The line went from one security checkpoint all the way down to the other. Dad, you had us all get pre-checked years ago, and interestingly enough, the pre-check line had about 5 people in it. So if you are considering flying here soon, and it was the same story in DFW, by the way. Pre-check had 2 people in it. So if you're considering flying here soon, don't have pre-check, highly recommend it. It really transforms.
And it's coming soon to Willard.
You have a chance to be here, and I think global as well. And I think that's if you travel internationally. But man, I thought the last time I've been to pre-check, there were a lot of people in pre-check too. So I don't know.
It depends. Yeah, obviously, it all depends on the time. But another interesting element here that at least this is more specific to Chicago O'Hare. Now I know obviously. Growing up in Champaign, you have 3 options. I mean, maybe more options, but you got Bloomington, you got O'Hare, you got Indy, you got St. Louis. But for anyone considering flying out of O'Hare, there's currently a dispute going on between the airport and the FAA where currently there are just over 3,000 flights every day out of O'Hare. I believe it's the busiest airport in America, if not one of the busiest. And the FAA is going to require that be reduced by about 400 flights. So they're cutting more than 10% of the flights. So currently the airlines are figuring out who's going to be the one to give up all the volume.
Oh, my gosh. That's unbelievable. What good stuff today, man. That's pure. That's called pure
content.
content.
Well, if you're considering traveling, then maybe don't go to O'Hare, but if you are, maybe get pre-check if you don't have it.
I can't believe 300 yards and 5 people were in TSA. That's nuts. That's nutty.
Yeah, well, it's like traffic. It's never, you can't really ever explain it.
It's also 5 a.m. You remember when we came back from Australia and we went to the Sydney airport at 3 in the morning, and it was unbelievable. You thought it was 3 in the afternoon. How many people were there?
Okay.
Big long line, and they had to weigh our luggage and that whole story. So yikes. Anyway,
well, and to me, using local like Willard or something, where you've already gone through the check and then you're already on the wing where you're connecting and all that.
Huge, yeah. If you can make that work, it's obviously good to go smaller. But boy, what a scary thought, because those people weren't going to make their flights, Nathaniel. No way.
Yeah, it's airports. can be pretty miserable experiences. At best, they're uneventful, but
yeah, right. That's good. You want uneventful, right? Yeah. Nathaniel, son, thank you. Can't wait to see you soon. Guys. We'll see you in a couple days.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That's my son Nathaniel in Chicago. Works over at Roy and Russo. Travels to Dallas a lot with a big project down there. All right, going to break for the news and come right back. 217-359-2255. If you can spell clean the way Clean Right does, you have a chance at $1,000 vent cleaning in your home.
Yes.
What?
Duct cleaning.
What?
It's awesome.
Quit sneezing.
That's right. 359-2255.
You need those cleaned.
Clean Right.
Spell it properly. Good luck. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
The epic fury only grows. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Today will be the largest strike package yet, just like yesterday was. As I've said from day one, our capabilities continue to build. Iran's continue to degrade.
War Secretary Pete Hegseth a short time ago on day 20 of the operation.
Iran's air defenses flattened. Iran's defense industrial base, the factories, the production lines that feed their missile and drone programs being overwhelmingly destroyed.
Secretary Hegseth also paid tribute to the 13 U.S. service members killed in this conflict. He was there along with President Trump yesterday as 6 flag-draped coffins arrived at Dover Air Force Base carrying the remains of those killed in a refueling crash, saying what he heard
was the same from family after family. They said, finish this. Honor their sacrifice.
At the House now, there's a hearing assessing worldwide threats, and Democratic Congressman Jim Himes just said,
the president has said that Iran was preparing an imminent attack on the United States. That is not true.
Telling the directors of the FBI, CIA, and National Intelligence they haven't shown evidence of that. Iran keeps launching missiles into Israel where 4 more people were killed, and Iran also keeps attacking its Gulf neighbors. Oil prices rising again this morning. Vice President Vance, Energy Secretary Chris Wright, they plan to sit down today with oil company executives. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent just told Fox Business as Iran keeps blocking Strait of Hormuz shipping, the U.S. may allow 140 million barrels of Iranian oil sanctioned and stuck at sea to be put on the market.
In essence, we will be using the Iranian barrels against the Iranians to keep the price down for the next 10 or 14 days.
The Senate Homeland Security Committee will soon meet again today and may advance Markwayne Mullin's nomination to lead Homeland Security to the full Senate as DHS remains mostly unfunded, leading to long security lines at some airports as some TSA agents working without pay don't show up. America's listening to Fox News.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
There's a missing American in Spain, a University of Alabama student, James Gracie, who went there on spring break and hasn't been seen since early Tuesday. Police reportedly suspect foul play, while in Arizona, still no sign of Nancy Guthrie, who was believed kidnapped February 1st, and that has the sheriff under scrutiny.
Daniel Gutierrez, a Republican running to represent Arizona's 7th congressional district, revealing in a Facebook video he's launched a recall effort to remove Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos.
Let's get the sheriff out of office and get someone in there that we can feel confident in.
Sheriff Nanos says he's aware of the recall effort, telling local media will always honor the will of the people, and that's what makes democracy. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
We just got an unemployment update. First-time claims dropped slightly last week to 205,000 on Wall Street. Falling stock futures suggest more selling. Weeks after the U.S. hockey team has won Olympic gold medals, the men and the women, controversy.
The pucks used by Jack Hughes and Megan Keller to score the gold medal winning goals against Canada in the Winter Olympics were put on display this week by the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. But Hughes is voicing his displeasure with the move, telling ESPN that he believes the pucks belong to those who scored the goals, and now he wants it back. But an official with the Hall setting the record straight Wednesday, telling ESPN simply, it was never Jack's puck to own. Philip Pritchard says items from NHL games typically go back to players, but since the Olympic competition is run by the International Ice Hockey Federation, there's different rules in place, and they are legally allowed to keep all items from the games to donate to the Hall of Fame. Tony Genualdo, Fox News.
Now to the March Madness. Prairie View A&M and Miami of Ohio won play-in games last night, so the NCAA men's college basketball tournament bracket is set. There will be 16 games today, 16 more tomorrow. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Need for affordable housing in Champaign's been a concern as the city continues to grow. City officials said the area will need an additional 6,000 housing units over the next 10 years to meet rising demand in the area. But it's not just a lack of places to rent or buy. They say costs can be big roadblocks as well. Illinois Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton celebrating after winning the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate. Chicago native beat out U.S. Reps Raja Krishnamurthy and Robin Kelly in a crowded field of candidates. Stratton vying to replace longtime Senator Dick Durbin, who was set to retire. Darren Bailey set up for a rematch with Governor Pritzker. Bailey won the Republican Illinois governor nomination in the primary. Former Illinois House member lost to Pritzker in the governor's race in 2022. Pritzker didn't face any primary opposition as he seeks a third term. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
There's a British guy who's on Fox News. His name is Steve Hilton.
Okay.
And if you want to look up Steve Hilton, can you confirm he actually is leading the vote in California? He's a Republican? No way.
Huh.
Anyway, I think that's no Gavin Newsom because he's running for president.
Right.
He's also term limited. But if Steve Hilton... No, wait. There's no way.
British American TV host Steve Hilton.
I think it's...
This is the guy, 56?
Yep. I wonder if he's really winning because it's like a melee out there. They take the top however many, and then you vote like that.
Republican candidates Hilton and Bianco led California governor poll.
I think that counts everybody. I think it's Democrats, too. But the state of California, what a sad deal. We drove down Highway 1, Soye. We went from Seattle all the way down to the Grand Canyon. And it was awesome to drive Highway 1. Oregon is like Northern California, except no people. It's gorgeous.
Wow.
If it wasn't for cities.
Does one run along the Pacific coast of California?
That's Highway
as well?
1. Yeah, there's Highway 1.
We've been on that. Pebble Beach, we were there. We saw that tree. That cypress tree thing, we stopped there.
You drove Pebble Beach Drive 17 miles of that thing? You drive that?
Yeah.
It was
beautiful.
like, okay, that house is $17 million. That house is 4.5. Well, there's a good one for 3.2. There's no, if you get in one of those houses, you're bank. You're good. It's just like crazy, but it's gorgeous in the Pacific.
It is.
Up against the rocks and around the golf course, and we stood on hole 1 at Pebble Beach, went to the gift shop and probably spent some money. So anyway.
That lone tree is just, I don't know, there's probably a name for it. I don't remember offhand, but we stopped there. You can stop there and take a look at it.
It's gorgeous. So. Anyway, California is up for grabs politically.
I want to see the redwoods someday.
Yeah,
I've seen those too.
Remember you drive your car under the sequoia? That tree fell. It actually broke.
Okay.
Where you drive underneath in through the tree because it was a sequoia, I think that's gone now. I think the thing, I don't know, was storm or something.
Is that what you're talking about, Greg? Driving under it?
Yeah, well, you can drive it. You can also get out. There's a national park there and walk through them as well. There are a number of trails through there. So we've done that a couple of times with the boys.
And sadly, we were in a rush, and I drove through Philo, California, and I didn't stop.
You should have taken a picture.
Northern California is just stunning. Stunning.
Yeah. It's Philo.
Philo, California.
Not center of the universe.
No. No. Thanks for bringing that up. There's only
you
one
could have put a self-made sign and just hung it there and stood by, then take it down and run off.
There you go.
Yeah. I got to ask Johnny again because we were in India. We thought there's a point that said it's the center of the universe in India.
Yeah.
And my brothers, Greg and John, said if you dig straight down, you come out in Philo.
Right.
So that's what we started saying. And then Johnny said they actually looked, and he says it's correct 3,000 miles either way.
Oh, wow.
3,000 miles either way.
And how old were you? Just teenagers?
3,000 miles. That means it could be Philo, California. If you dig straight down from where we were. Anyway, we
So
have.
that's how that came. That's how it came about, huh?
It's on the water tower, sir. Exactly. That's all I can tell you. And I remember.
Well, then it's official.
Well, in 1987, Thelma Malone, the great Thelma Malone, who was everything for Philo, including, I think, mayor,
sheriff, principal of the elementary school.
Yeah, you didn't mess around at Philo grade school, mister. Anyway, so she said, we're going to put her up there. And I said, put what up? I said, center of the universe. I said, you're kidding. So I climbed the water tower on June 7th of 1987 and broadcast from the top of it.
Yes.
And so that kind of verified it.
Back when radio was fun.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon, madam. I beg your pardon. What do you mean?
We had all these fun promotions where we did all these crazy things and everybody was listening and tooting their horns.
Used to drive around town and hide, and I had a $100 bill with me. Mm-hmm. And people tried to figure out based on clues. I was hiding in the water slide.
Nice.
So if they found you, you got the $100.
You got the $100, and on that day it was $100, and the park district opened the water slide and free slide.
Yes.
And it was like, I don't know, 40.
I love those promotions, man.
The guy was in a small bikini swimsuit going down a bunch of first of all, it's freezing and get some clothes on.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah. I
Keep the 100.
Yeah. Never want to wear one of those.
Nope.
Don't want to show off my body.
Nope. You killed it for me, man.
Sir, put some sweats on, and okay, it's our meteorologist Greg Stowaway, 811. Things are looking better, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe not quite beach wear or bikini wear, but we're getting there. We also need more moisture. Got a sneak peek at the drought monitor here. And some general improvement across Champaign County, but it got up through Ford, Iroquois, and into parts of Grundy and McLean County. Still that corridor of extreme drought that still teleconnects into parts of north central Indiana, northwest Ohio. We've got a worsening situation into the plain states, except for parts of northern Kansas, but between the drought and dryness and fires in Nebraska and from Oklahoma on southward, I think we'll teleconnect that, and we're just really dry as a bone across much of the western states. Think it's going to be an early and often start to the fire season, I do believe. But back this way, 39 Willard and Savoy, 37 at Rantoul. The sun is out, bright and beautiful, and that's the day's forecast today with partly to mostly sunny skies. An afternoon reading of about 66. We should be about 50, 51 this time of the year. Bit of a south-southeasterly wind. Overnight lows tonight down to 48. Tomorrow the old vernal equinox comes a-calling. When it knocks, you let it in. That's the way the joke goes. And seasonally mild, partly sunny at 74 on a south-southwesterly wind. Even better for the weekend at 73 Saturday, upper 70s on Sunday. There may be a couple of sprinkles and late afternoon wind shift around into the north. That brings us back down to more realistic mid to late March temperatures. Monday, partly sunny, much, much cooler at 48. But then back to the 50s Tuesday, 60s Wednesday. Not much rain in the forecast next week. Couple of showers next Thursday with high temperatures briefly back into the lower 70s. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, buddy. Good work. You're doing great. This is March Madness, beginning of 16 basketball games today and 16 basketball games tomorrow, and only 8 on Saturday and 8 on Sunday. Bummer. And then you're down to it, Sweet 16, but you go from 68 down to 16 really quickly.
Yeah, they do.
And every team dreaming of that moment. And then at the end of the tournament, they play one moment in time, and they do a montage of all the stuff that has happened. And it's fun. And you think, okay, you know your teams. I read this earlier in the week. If you have the analytics have taken over, kind of. And if you are in the Pomerantzy, whatever his full name is, he started this thing like 25 years ago. And doing the analytics of you ought to do this because this works over the long haul with this percentage, and they do those kinds of
the statistics,
track everything. Mm-hmm. And so that's what you don't want to bat that left-handed batter against this left-handed pitcher because he has whatever odds to do that. So they just run numbers. There's somebody now on staffs that know all the analytics and can tell you whether this is a good idea. So it's an aid, but some people really depend on it. Well, anyway, the national champion will be one of these teams according to the analytics. It's going to either be Duke, Michigan, Arizona, Florida, Houston, Iowa State, Illinois, Vanderbilt, and Louisville, who we've picked to lose in the first round, have the numbers. Maybe I should change that. Have the numbers to win a national title. So they took the rankings defensively and offensively, and obviously we've been very good on offense. I think currently we sit number 2. We've been number 1 most of the last 4 months. And defensively, I think our rank is 28. But if you're in the top 21 offensively, top 31 defensively, that tells you there hasn't been a winner since this is done for 25 years that haven't had that. So that's why they've concluded these are the only 9 chances. So if you went ahead and picked Louisville to win it all, nobody else would, except if you live in Louisville, Kentucky. Same for Vandy. Nobody's picking them to win it all. But Iowa has some love. There's some people who really like, Illinois has some love. And certainly Iowa State does too. And then, of course, Houston was in the title game last year. Nobody remembers that. They lose to Florida there. And Florida's still in it. Arizona, Michigan, Duke. So they all make sense. So if you're in one of those pools that have to pick a winner every day, and then you can only pick this team once, I would avoid these 9 teams as long as you can.
Right.
Because, they're going to be there. Because you get to the Final Four and you won't have a pick left because you already used Michigan.
It's an odd way to do a bracket. That's not very common. The one you're talking about.
I don't know.
About.
I think they're out there. There's a lot of different variations of pools. But I've participated, but I've never gotten past the first round.
And I've always just, found 64 people, and I just did the little slips, and I had people pick out of a hat, and that's the team you're rooting for.
Go, Sienna. They played Duke. I lost.
I won one year with Villanova, and it was
been 1985.
It was way back when, and I had no idea that I had won.
Villanova shot 72%.
And everybody was high-fiving me in the hallways at Unity, and I was like, what's going on? And the guy in charge wasn't going to give me my money because I didn't have a clue I had that team.
Well, that's Chandler who wins the office pools. Exactly. Barbara, who doesn't know that. Right. Then she says, what sport?
Like your wife picking the shopping destination.
Yeah, she won too, UCLA.
And see, for me, I do have people going on if I have a connection to the school at all.
Yeah.
My nephew went to Gonzaga. I have a niece and nephew that went to St. Louis.
Good news is it doesn't matter if you know anything about
That's right.
You just pick one.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's, Okay, it's 8:17.
And technically, you can still join our Stevie Jay bracket, and we'd like you to do that very soon.
Well, obviously, gate shuts here, 10:30, 11?
Right.
So
you'll have an option to win these football tickets if you go all the way.
Season football for Illinois and Brett Bielema's team, which we're frankly quite fired up about.
Right.
Because we've won more football games at Illinois in a 2-year span than we've ever done since 1890.
Brought to you by Legacy Solar, U of I Golf Course, Orange and Blue there in Savoy, Kramer Siding and Windows, Urbana Park District, and Moe's Burritos. I was talking with Mo earlier this week. Now, this is without the E on Moe's, and it's next to Bacon and Van Buskirk, but they have a bar and grill, so check it out.
I want a burrito, please.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see you have his best burrito.
That's right.
Okay, if you want our Stever, it's a new one, Clean Right. They do a bunch of cleaning services for your floors, for a basement that floods. They can just clean it all up, fire, anything. Clean Right can do all that. They also clean vents, and I'm offering that all on us. Mm-hmm. So it's $1,000.
That's right.
If you have a
duct and vent cleaning, and you have to spell Clean Right the way Clean Right spells Clean Right. So you have to kind of type it in and duct cleaning and whatever.
That's exactly
right.
Make
sure you're doing it right at 359-2255 to be considered.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. As winter fades and spring rains move in, melting snow, heavy storms, and stressed pipes can quickly turn into flooding and water damage for homes and businesses across Champaign County. When water shows up where it shouldn't, every minute matters. At Clean Right, we're a family-owned and operated company with deep roots in this community, and we're ready with a 24/7 emergency response. Our certified, experienced technicians arrive fast to assess the damage and start the restoration process right away. Whether it's a flooded basement, burst pipe, or storm damage, we work to make the recovery quick and as stress-free as possible. Our mission is to return your property to clean, safe, like new condition, so you can get back to normal. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Learn more or request emergency service anytime at cleanright.net.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Delightful spring, if not early summer-like environs expected to build for the next several days. Pretty snappy cool-off and back to seasonal temperatures for early next week, and another warming trend sets in thereafter. Heading towards a partly sunny morning, a sun-filled afternoon, a sprinkle off east of Champaign County. Afternoon temps top out at around 66 and a bit of a south-southeasterly wind. Mild tonight, down to 48. Tomorrow, springtime clocks in 9:46 in the morning with an unseasonably mild, warm day with partly to mostly sunny skies and a high up to 74. Cloudiness at 47 tomorrow night. Another partly cloudy, delightfully mild Saturday. Highs up to 73 there. 77 on Sunday. More clouds at times, maybe a couple of sprinkles coming along. We'll turn the winds into the north. Sunday night into Monday. A cool off to more seasonal highs Monday of about 48 degrees, but then ramping back up into the 50s on Tuesday. 60s on Wednesday. Lower 70s and a chance for a couple of showers next Thursday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Better banking is more than about just money. It's about people. Fisher National Bank is a locally owned community bank serving Vermilion and Champaign counties. And they're your friends and neighbors who take a vested interest in the communities they serve. Last year alone, Fisher National Bank offered over 750 hours of community service. By investing in the people they serve, Fisher National Bank shares in the success of a stronger community. Learn more at fishernational.com or any of the branches. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's bergtanksinc.com.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The National Collegiate Men's Gymnastics Championships, coming to Champaign, Illinois this April. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
We're so happy for Keaton Wagler becoming an All-American.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asked about it by a reporter from the Daily Illini.
Sahil Mittal, the Daily Illini. Keaton, you're consensus second-team All-American. You met the criteria to have your jersey go up at State Farm Center. What does that mean to you, and did you ever expect this coming in before you started your freshman season?
I mean, it means the world to me. You know, growing up, you always dream of, you know, these things, like having your, you know, jersey hung up in rafters. And it's really awesome to have it done, you know, as a freshman too. You know, it's a big shout out to, you know, my teammates and coaches for, you know, letting me go out there, trust me to, you know, play my game and, you know, have fun.
Sahil Mittal, the Daily Illini.
So he's a second-team All-American as a kid from Shawnee, Kansas that wasn't really recruited.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Underwood saw him and loved him for the way he handled the game.
Yeah.
Brad Underwood went to see him play, and he scored 2. Day before, he had 34. And he said, I was happier than I ever would have been watching him play his game.
Wow.
Brad Underwood gave him the keys to the car probably around December and said, here you go.
That's right.
And he's turned into this. Now, I said last week that he's not ready for the NBA. And as I reflect on that, I'm just a fan. I don't know. I'm just saying that the NBA, if he goes down the lane, it's going to hurt. They're so much bigger and stronger than he is.
Yeah.
But they don't guard people in the NBA till the playoffs. So for him having an open shot, okay, he'll make a lot of those. If you let Keaton Waller have like open shots like Yaka Jonas and Riley are getting now, yeah. And then if they come up on you, you go around them and dunk them because nobody's going to take a charge. No. They play 82 games in about a 60-leg body. Humans can't do 82 games. They're trying to get less. Anyway, so I would say if the way they guard in the NBA with nobody in your face on the 3, take your shot and he'll make a lot of them. But physically, go in the lane, it'll hurt. He just isn't ready physically, but somebody's going to grab him for what he does and the way he plays, and he's going to be a top 10 pick.
If he's not ready physically, he needs to stay here with
Yeah.
Fletch
What
and
about
go
Fletch?
one more year.
Are you going to consider his feelings? Come on.
Text in $. We'll take some kind of pool together to get him to stay for NIL with Stevie J Broadcasting.
Okay, so the number is like 35 million.
know.
I can't believe the numbers. Cooper Flagg got $70 million last year.
Oh, wow.
As the number 1 pick in the NBA. Now, it's like deferred and later and this and that. But the deal is $70 million, and it's guaranteed. So do you take that or you go to your social class? I got to go to my chem lab. Ooh. Really?
Okay.
70 million chem lab. What are we talking about? Anyway, just enjoy every moment. Let's see if we win tonight. We're supposed to. Let's see if we win. Make the Saturday game. See if we make the next weekend. I think that it's critical. We all know it. We really have to win twice. I mean, this team is that good. It needs to get to the Sweet 16. That's just life's pressures, right? Expectations can be a bear, but this team should win twice. And then you're going to Houston, playing Houston. We know how hard that is. So there'll be way more. I think we just need this. So please win.
Right.
Come on,
Illini. 8:30 tonight against Fan.
All right, I got to call Tim Onstadt, our pitmaster.
Yes.
And looking forward to that as always.
Get some tips on grilling since the weather looks good. Might happen this weekend.
No, I cook in the winter.
Prepping the grill.
But, excuse me, what? Prepping the grill?
Yeah.
What would that mean? Like clean it?
Well, he always gives us tips on that too.
Oh, I know. He knows it. And we'll get him going on that and wind down the program before we play tonight. I'd rather play it like 1. It's too long to wait.
Okay.
The Quakers are coming in and they are shooting lights out. No.
That's right.
They have a kid that
Stevie's going to be cleaning that kitchen.
No, that kitchen will be really clean.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because he paces and he wipes down and he looks again.
Well, at least they get something done.
Yes, you do.
Laying around's kind of hard.
I'm going to see if I can find my vacuum cleaner and do the same thing.
I got mine out.
Okay, good.
You know, we have one of those, I don't know what they're called, the little handy lightweight.
The Dirt Devil.
You can see what's in it.
Uh-huh.
But it's, you push it and you just go, wait a minute, this isn't that dirty. And what comes out?
I know.
The dust bunnies?
Yeah.
Never thought that. So,
speaking of which, the duct cleaning with Clean Right is up for grabs today as our Stever offer.
There are a lot of people that need their ducts because you've never done it.
You don't know what's in there.
Who's going to say it's Saturday, time to clean the vents? What?
No, that's not a thing.
First of all, you can't do it. You don't have the tools to get up around.
Right.
It's all inside your house.
They have the sucker thing. They have the big vacuum and the thing that wheelie dealy runs around all the vents.
You can do that when you don't install it and it's sitting on your living room floor. Yeah, you can clean your vent then, but you don't have the tools.
Right.
And they go up and down and around, and this is crazy.
Texting Clean Right, 359-2255.
Spelled properly as they spelled their way.
Yeah.
Properly. Their way. All right, news coming up. Here's what somebody recently said at Pards in Urbana. I was there just a few minutes, and somebody came up and asked if I needed help. And they were incredible, helped me find the size of boot I needed, and then I bought a second pair too. Everything was friendly, everything was excellent. Visit Pards in Urbana, 206 North Maple, between Main and University in Urbana. It's Pards Western Shop since 1968. Or go online and visit pards.com, pards.com. Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution, subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC, member FINRA, SIPC, MSTC, and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. War Secretary Pete Hegseth honors the families of the fallen in Operation Epic Fury.
It was the same from family after family. They said, finish this. Honor their sacrifice.
And says, we fight to win, and we are winning. The U.S. increasing the strike package again today against Iran. Oil prices shooting up after the world's largest natural gas field came under attack by both Israel and Iran. Qatar's co-owns the Iranian facility, so it's furious. The Trump administration expected to announce measures to bring down U.S. pump prices today. Japan's new conservative Prime Minister Takaichi visits the Oval Office and admits it could be very difficult because Trump name-checked her among the allies who refused his request to send warships for the safe passage of oil they mostly use. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton celebrating after winning the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate. Chicago native beat out U.S. Reps Raja Krishnamurthy and Robin Kelly in a crowded field of candidates. Stratton vying to replace longtime Senator Dick Durbin, who was set to retire. Darren Bailey set up for a rematch with Governor Pritzker. Bailey won the Republican Illinois governor nomination in the primary. Former Illinois House member lost to Pritzker in the governor's race in 2022. Pritzker didn't face any primary opposition as he seeks a third term. Need for affordable housing in Champaign has been a concern as the city continues to grow. City officials said the area will need an additional 6,000 housing units over the next 10 years to meet rising demand in the area. But it's not just a lack of places to rent or buy. They say costs can be big roadblocks as well. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Nice go of it here going forward over the next several days. A surge of spring, if not early summer-like warm. Bit of a cool down expected into early next week, and we'll ramp it up temperature style here to follow. In the meantime, maybe a sprinkle off east of Champaign County here for the next couple of hours. Partly to mostly sunny midday and afternoon. 66 at the high with a light southeast to south breeze. Overnight lows tonight down to 48. Tomorrow springtime clocks in at 9:46 in the morning Central Time, and in a season days will be mild play hooky afternoon type of day, partly sunny and 74. 40s tomorrow night. Weekend forecast, partly cloudy, warm. We'll have to 73 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday. Can't rule out a couple of sprinkles coming along morning and afternoon as a cold front comes on by. We'll turn the winds into the north and northeast. After 77 on Sunday, we cool to just 48 on Monday, but then back to the 50s Tuesday, 60s Wednesday, low 70s. Next Thursday, a couple of showers at that point as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
And now, a brand new show called Smoke, where we help you with your grill and making the best meat ever. With award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Smoke in Tim's grill. He's the best brisket maker ever. Smoke in Tim's grill. And now award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once received the perfect score at one of the big highfalutin competitions in America. Perfect score in brisket. Nobody does that. On the phone this morning,
you're only as good as your last cook, Stevie, and I haven't cooked in a long time. So,
well, that's a good point because this show won't matter tomorrow morning at 7. So there's that. You're right. It's Tim Onstadt getting ready for Alabama. You're going down there in a few weeks, right?
Yep. I think we're leaving 2 weeks from today.
Okay. And so, what are you doing to prepare?
Well, right now I'm shopping. We're getting some meat ordered. I was really surprised. You know, everybody's talking about the high cost of beef and everything. I thought those Australian briskets would be out of this world on pricing, but they're actually not too bad. They're about the same as they were last year at about $14 a pound. So, you know, if relatively speaking, if you want to try some Wagyu brisket, now would be the time because you're getting it at a relatively good price compared to what you're paying for your regular Packer briskets that are extremely outrageous on price on the domestic stuff right now. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to competing again?
Yes, I'm apprehensive and looking forward to it. We'll strap it on and see what happens. Hey, Diane, did Stevie tell you what he did to me yesterday?
Diane has just left the microphone for 2 seconds. She's got something over there in the other room. So what did I do? Because I forgot what I did to you yesterday.
Well, I asked you if I could join in the bracket challenge if I was eligible. You said yes, but if you win, you have to cook a tailgate at every home game. I'm like, well, I'm looking for my bracket to get busted early then.
I've adjusted that demand, sir. If you enter, you have to do all the tailgates for us. That's what. Just enter. We need you in there. No, listen. You have found yourself in the lot 31 over the last several years, once a season, and that is where Johnny and my son Benjamin and that was the Ohio State game, wasn't it?
We've done the last 2 years. It's been Ohio State 1 year and Michigan the other.
Yeah, so that was the day our second granddaughter, Hallie, as in Hallelujah, was born. So I left, and Johnny grazed for an hour, didn't he?
Yeah. Johnny and Benjamin came over and made sure that I was doing things right.
It's the best meat he's ever tasted, what Johnny told me. He's never had anything like you. So, yeah, you and yes, you are available for weddings, but you have to go through his agent, Stevie J. And you have to have tens of thousands of dollars at the ready, okay? But you get Tim and Donna to cook for you.
Johnny and Benjamin are world-class grazers, and I've got them in my grazing brackets. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you have a Final Four, by the way?
Yes.
Do you want to share that this morning? Because I'll share mine, because obviously I won't miss any. So.
Well, I have Houston, Arizona, Michigan, and I believe Duke.
Okay, well, you got a few wrong there. I got Duke playing Illinois. I got Arizona playing Iowa State. Illinois playing Arizona, and Illinois winning. How about that? Boom.
Well, I love your enthusiasm for the hometown, but when you do those things, you kind of got to go with your head, not your heart. And
I beg your pardon, sir. I beg your pardon. The fact that I can't watch an Illinois game sitting. What are you saying?
I think we're all good, Stevie. It's just a guessing game when it comes down to this. All the teams are so good.
Yeah.
On any given night, it's just going to happen. I just think it's a treat to watch and watch those guys play. Yeah.
Well, I've concluded that your symbol or mascot, however you want to call it, can't end in an S. And so we've got that, and no other team that I see in the tournament has that. So the Illini can expect to cut the nets down. Now, I just need to beat Penn, as in Pennsylvania. They're the only team on my schedule. Just can't think anything past that. So I just hope we win tonight at 8:30 or whatever time that is. So.
Yep, that'll be a good one to watch.
Okay, lastly, before I ask you about Dedicated Diesel and Gale Ferrex Trucking, when I'm buying meat and I'm an average Joe, any tips as to what to look for? Say it's a red meat. What am I looking for? I've seen red and I've seen dull red. Does that matter?
A lot of that in grocery stores that you see is either coloring or it's lighting. I mean, a lot of times you take that, look at that meat in the case, and then you take it home and you're like, that wasn't the color that I bought.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
You want to stay away from gray or brown. That's oxidation, and the meat's rusting. Basically, it's the same thing. The meat is rusting, and it's oxidizing and getting bad flavors in there. So you want to look at a good red meat with a lot of marbling in it, a lot of fat running through the meat, not necessarily around the outside, but the fat that's inside the meat is the good fat. That's what you want.
Okay. And if it says expiration, does it really expire that day, or can I use it the next day after that?
I never look at expiration dates. It's what the meat looks like, and then, of course, when you take it out of the package, you want to make sure and smell it, make sure it smells like meat, doesn't have a sour or off smell.
Yep.
And we have been at a competition and unwrapped our ribs to find that we call it gone green. And we did some scrambling to try to come up with meat to cook, but we had 2 racks that were bad at Mount Vernon, Indiana, a few years ago, and we 2 racks of ribs, and we scrambled around and were able to improvise. So
there's a segment of our population that would be very proud of you going green. So, okay.
Meat's not good when it goes green.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot. Tim, tell me about Dedicated Diesel and all the things going on out there, because I know a lot has changed, but you've got it really lined up.
Yep, we're getting there. We've got a great tractor mechanic. He went to Freightliner school last week, and boy, he really shown his stuff yesterday. We had an outside customer with a 2019 Freightliner come in for a service, for just a regular service, and Austin found some things. We found the air dryer filter on that truck had never been changed. So the place he was getting service at before had never even changed the air dryer filter. It was the original one still on the truck for 6+ years.
That can't be good.
And no, that's not good. And we found that the fuel filter that they had used in the truck was the wrong one for that truck.
Wow.
So we got a lot of things corrected for that gentleman, and we appreciate his business. And he said, gosh, this was more than I paid at the last place. And I said, yeah, but you got all the right stuff. And he had some extra things done that we found. And he said, yeah, you're right. And he's made an appointment to come back Monday to get the work done on his truck.
Well, what a great story. Good work. Dedicated Diesel on Triumph off of Route 45 as you're heading north. It'll be on the left-hand side there. And Gale Ferrex Trucking, any openings for drivers?
Yeah, we're looking for a couple of really good, steady people that are professional and kind of know their game, what we're looking for. And I look at it as a team. I've got a sports background, so I'm looking at this as a team. And I'm looking for my Chick Davis and my Ben Hummerkowski. Come in
boy.
and fill their role and be professional and do the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you shoot a 3, that'd be impressive. Truck driver shooting a 3, that'd be awesome. How can we reach you, Tim Onstadt?
They can email me at timo@gftlog. Reach me at the shop today, 217-328-0562, or always on my cell phone at 765-505-1295.
Tim, always a pleasure, my friend. Talk soon. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, guys.
All right, 8:44. It's Tim Onstadt. When you ducked in the other room, he said, did Stevie tell you what he did to me yesterday?
Uh-oh.
I said, well, let me tell you. And then he said, well, you said, if I enter your bracket challenge and win, I have to cook at every tailgate.
Oh, wow.
And I said, yes, I said that, but now I'm altering it to where if you enter, you just have to cook at every tailgate.
I see.
And he laughed and said no. So, 8:44. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Ever wonder why you pay your bank to have a checking account? Fisher National Bank does too. You see, they offer free rewards cashback checking that gives you cash back on debit purchases, no service fees or balance requirements. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive electronic statements, and have one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's so simple. Reward yourself today with rewards cashback checking. Learn more at any branch or FisherNational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Yeah, we are very happy to welcome some young ladies in our room, about the same age, Taylor and Jennifer. Taylor, well, it's mother-daughter, right?
Yes.
Why did you name her Taylor?
I don't know.
I like the name.
I just
didn't know if there was like a sports figure. Okay. No. Well, they own Shimmer and Chic. Taylor, you want to take this? What is Shimmer and Chic? It's in Tuscola. It's a really cool. Get nice and close to that microphone.
Yeah. Well, Shimmer and Chic
Weren't you a queen?
No.
I thought you were the Douglas County Fair Queen or something.
No, I got first runner-up one year.
You should have won. That one judge was ridiculous.
What's up with that?
Well, thank you.
And by the way, you need to switch the camera.
I'm putting the camera.
So.
Oh, boy, now we've got some. Look at these ladies on TV.
I know.
Anyway, all right. So, Taylor, what is Shimmer and Chic?
Shimmer and Chic is a woman's clothing boutique. We specialize in unique fashions that are affordable. We have a lot of tops, dresses, jeans. We have a warrior room, Tuscola warrior wear. We do spirit wear. We kind of have a little bit of everything.
On Main Street.
On Main Street,
right there
yes.
on Main Street. As you're driving towards Farm, Kelsey's is closing. I can't believe that. But that's down the street from you.
Yes.
And you still got some wonderful shops down there. I love Tuscola. I love the whole aura of the town is good. And walking into your shop was really nice. I was warm.
Thank
I thought
you.
it was really well done. And who's decorated? Jennifer, who decorates this thing? Is it you?
That would be me.
Okay,
yes.
get close to the microphone. Tell me about how you come up with it. Do you just see it? How do you know how to do it? Because I wouldn't know what to do.
I will say, as far as like dressing the models and that kind of thing, that's all Taylor. She pretty much directs me on what to do.
Okay.
She just tells me and I do it.
How does she know it?
And I think she's just had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And from a young age, she drew sketches like all the time.
I'll be darned.
Like, you know, we have a
Into
lot of
fashion,
them into
kinda.
fashion. She was totally into it, always has been into it. But as far as everything else aesthetically out there in the store, that's pretty much me. And I'll ask her, what do you think about this? She's like, I don't care. That's you. I don't care. You do what you want. You do what you want.
So who would like your shop? Taylor, you take this. Who would really? Because I looked at things. I'm a guy, but it's really nice, but it also, I looked at something was $45 that I thought would be $100. So you really do, you're very price conscious.
Yes, we are. That was my goal when we opened the boutique, was to be, we wanted to be affordable. A lot of boutiques are expensive, and I feel like you shouldn't have to pay a ton of money to look and feel your best. And that's kind of where opening the boutique is.
Yeah.
When women come in, we like to help them make them feel and look their best.
So friendly. And you have a changing room, so you can say, oh, that looks really nice on you. And they look at it in the mirror and all that stuff. And that's just, guys usually sit for that part. You know, don't they?
They do, yes.
You need to get them a little tractor to play with or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need.
But anyway, I commend you, because I really think I love the mom and pops. And,
Thank you.
And in this way, it's like a mother-daughter. But you guys have really done a fantastic job, and I think it's worth the drive to Tuscola to see Shimmer and Chic. S-H...
E-E-K.
E-E-K.
E-E-K. Okay.
Okay. See, Diane would know how to spell that.
Well, I spelled it like a leader in the Middle East.
E-I-K. Isn't that E-I-K?
I did.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
I don't know why.
but again, you're always changing things. There's always a new item or two in there. You kind of constantly move that. Jennifer, how does that work?
Yes. We're constantly ordering new product, constantly changing things around, doing store flips. A lot of times we have a lot of regulars that come in all the time, and we might have something a couple weeks, but we moved it around and they're like, oh, this is new. And we're like, no, actually we've had this. It's just constantly kind of changing the store around, making it fresh, making it new.
And if people say, hey, what about stuff like this? Do you think about getting those things in if you hear enough people say it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all the time.
Well, and now, I mean, we got this great weather. It's spring. We got Easter in a few weeks. People want to have a new dress or whatever. You guys are the place to visit in downtown Tuscola. What's the address?
It's 101 North Main Street.
101 North Main.
Okay.
Easy
Right
to
across
find. From the vault.
A stone's throw from the driver's license thing, too, not too far. Across the tracks right there.
It does bring a lot of business. You would be
It does,
surprised.
yeah. I've been down there several times.
Yeah, me too.
Shimmer and Chic is the name of it in downtown Tuscola. Jennifer and Taylor, thank you. You radio stars.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for running in. We appreciate it. Check Riggs weather one more time. Coming up, ESP on 93.5. Sarah Champagne managing partner Ben Quattrone on why integrity is important at Sarah.
We hire the person. The person makes the deal. The person makes the department. The person makes everyone around them treat people with courtesy and respect. If you have a quality human being, you can play any position, right? We're talking about sports. They can perform in any department, and I could teach someone a job, but I can't teach them to be a good person.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. That's S-E-R-R-A champagne.com.
PDR Automotive in Urbana has been providing quality auto repair service for almost 50 years. Trusted by AAA Motor Club, PDR employs ASE certified technicians that use the latest in diagnostic equipment. They offer nationwide warranties and are even authorized to perform vehicle maintenance that won't void your factory warranty. Check them out 24/7 online at pdrauto.com. When you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481. They are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Delightful spring, if not early summer-like environs expected to build for the next several days. Pretty snappy cool-off and back to seasonal temperatures for early next week, and another warming trend sets in thereafter. Heading towards a partly sunny morning, a sun-filled afternoon, a sprinkle off east of Champaign County. Afternoon temps top out at around 66 and a bit of a south-southeasterly wind. Mild tonight, down to 48. Tomorrow, springtime clocks in 9:46 in the morning with an unseasonably mild to warm day with partly to mostly sunny skies. Can't rule out a couple of sprinkles coming along morning and afternoon as a cold front comes on by. We'll turn the winds into the north and northeast. After 77 on Sunday, we cool to just 48 on Monday, but then back to the 50s Tuesday, 60s Wednesday, low 70s. Next Thursday, a couple of showers at that point as well. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm Beatles Just Greg Solier.
All right, so we will we'll see what happens tonight. One more time on the theme. March Madness is upon us. Enjoy your day, and bosses, take it easy. Don't worry about productivity here for the next 2 days. It's just not going to be quite the same. A little distraction because everybody's got a bracket. Everybody's got something. Illinois plays tonight around 8:30, and we take on Penn, who won in an exciting fashion. They got a guy that scored 44 points, had 14 rebounds, made 7 threes. He's like 6'10".
Yeah.
He played at Duke.
Okay.
Played at Virginia. So he's good.
Uh-huh.
So we just got to go do our thing and play well and hopefully make some baskets and advance to Saturday. We'll play VCU or North Carolina. I think that's a coin flip. I think VCU's 2-point underdog. This is a, 11-6 game, and there's a lot of upsets in 11 and 6s, and same as 12-5. 5-12s are generally, there's usually something there that shocks the world. So something will happen. Let's not be part of shock the world part. Let's just go ahead
Please, no.
Beat Penn and John Decker's alma mater.
That's right.
All right, so we've got all that going on. We'll catch up and get the Friday going together for the weekend.
Thanks to those who are participating in our bracket challenge at StevieJay.com, Kramer Siding and Window, U of I Golf Course, Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill, Legacy Solar and Urbana Park District. Good luck in winning the football tickets with your great guesses.
All right, and again, Clean Right was our Stever. We are cleaning vents for one home, 2,000 square feet. It'll cost you $1,000. That will be for free.
Yes.
And it's one of those deals where, you want it done. We have a lot of people that want this, and why wouldn't you? Could be an asthma, allergy helper.
Or just general health of cleaning some nice air.
Skin. I mean, they're talking about all kinds of impact if you have stuff in there, and nobody wants to even look. I know. Because nobody addresses that.
Yikes.
And here we are with the Stever, helping you out, and darn happy about that.
That's right.
Diane, thank you.
Enjoy the day. Go Illini.
That's Go Illini. That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. We'll meet back on the radio tomorrow. Hopefully talk about an Illini win. And enjoy the weather. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Have a great Thursday.
It's Stevie J Broadcasting's Bracket Challenge as we get into March Mayhem with ESPN 93.5 in our radio cluster. Our listeners will take a shot at guessing which team will go all the way and win some cool prizes. Kramer Siding and Window has their showroom on Country Fair Drive in Champaign. Legacy Solar with Walter Pierce, an energy consultant, to give you a free estimate. Plus Urbana Park District with terrific summer camps and job opportunities. And the University of Illinois Golf Course in Savoy with this season's passes ready to go. All saying, Go Illini.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. When disaster strikes your home or business, you have choices for emergency restoration services in Champaign County, and we're honored every time you choose us. At Clean Right, you're not calling a big national chain, you're calling a family-owned and operated company with deep roots right here in the community. We treat every customer like a neighbor, because chances are you are. Whether it's water damage, fire, storms, or unexpected emergencies, our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net. Clean Right, restoring properties and peace of mind across Champaign County.
Why use Land's Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Land's is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Land's we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Land's Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com. It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your home's best defense against uncertain times is an offense that includes Kramer Siding and Window. New roofing and siding can box out bad weather, providing superior protection against the elements. A new front door from Kramer is like the handshake before the game for your guests. Beautiful enough to be welcoming and strong enough to protect your home from foul play. Gutter Helmet is your slam dunk in gutter protection. We guarantee you'll never have to clean your gutters again. All this hoop comes with no harm. Our products are proudly made in the USA and can be financed. Get your home in the game at kramersiding.com.
Women's Business Council, supporting so many organizations, friends, and neighbors, and volunteering their time, lending a helping hand, and together making our community stronger. Hosting monthly luncheons designed to connect, support, and empower women in business, featuring a dynamic speaker who shares their insight on leadership, professional growth, personal development, with meaningful networking opportunities. So each member can learn, grow, and uplift one another. Enjoy time with the Women's Business Council the last Thursday of the month between 11:30 and 1 at City View, the top floor of the Illinois Terminal at 45 East University in Champaign. Find out details about the Women's Business Council, established in 1985, with opportunities to give new high school graduates a scholarship. The website for more information on becoming a member, wbccc.org.
It's time to test your college basketball knowledge with the Stevie J Broadcasting March Mayhem as we fill our brackets at StevieJ.com. Urbana Park District has gotten in on the fun with their summer camps and job opportunities posted online. Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill at 723 South Neal Street for terrific Mexican food and great prices. And Kramer Siding and Windows since 1955, providing superior exteriors. Go online and try to win season football tickets to see the Illini in action at Geese Memorial Stadium this fall.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.